Hey guys, welcome to another video today. Hope you guys are doing okay. Today I'll be telling you the best doctor build of July 2020. Now if you guys are new to this series, what we do each month, we get every single killer and do their best build. So today we're doing Doctor's best build of July. Now remember, this is 100% my opinion. Now what else we also do in this build, we get the perks, what the perks do, and how they all synergize together and make it into a good build, in my opinion, and what we can do to overall improve the build. So if you guys can drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. No waste of time, let's get right into today's video and let's get right to the perks. So the perks we have here is Barbecue and Chili, Pop Goes the Weasel, Hex Hunter's Lullaby, and Overcharge. So what Barbecue and Chili does, every time I hook a survivor, every other survivor in the auras are revealed to you for 4 seconds. Now their auras won't be revealed to you if they're hiding in a locker, if they have perks to counter it, or they're in a 40-meter range. Each time that survivor is hooked the first time, gain a 25% stackable bonus to all blood points to gain up to a maximum of, at level 1 the perk, 50% BP, sorry. Level 2, 75% BP, and at level 3, 100% BP. So what Pop Goes the Weasel does, each time after hooking a survivor, the next generator you kick is instantly regressed by 25% of its total progress, and after that, normal generator regression applies. So at level 1 you have 40 seconds to kick the generator, at level 2 you have 50 seconds to kick the generator, and at level 3 you have 60 seconds to kick the generator. So what Hex Hunter's Lullaby does, so when the totem is up, obviously, survivors receive at level 1 2%, at level 2 4%, at level 3 6% regression penalty when missing any skill checks. Each time a survivor Hunter's Lullaby grows in power. So the first 1 to 4 tokens, every time you hook a survivor, they'll grow in tokens, obviously up to 5. Now each token that grows, the skill check becomes smaller and faster, and at level 5 there's no skill check sound warning, and obviously it also stacks in the really fast skill checks and really small ones as well. So what Overcharge does, each time you kick a generator, the next survivor who touches it is faced with a tremendously difficult skill check. Failing that skill check results in an additional at level 1 3%, level 2 4%, and at level 3 5% generator regression. Succeeding in the skill check grants no progress but prevents the generator explosion. So why I think this build is good, you've got Barbecue and Chili for information, and also extra BP if you guys want that. You've got Pop Goes Weasel for gem pressure, you've got Hex Hunter's Lullaby, and Overcharge. Them two together is basically half the impossible skill checks kind of build without the add-ons. So yeah, let's move on to how to improve this build. So what I've done to improve this build is I swapped out every single perk and added 2 add-ons and 1 map offering. The 2 add-ons is 1 rare and 1 uncommon. So the perks we have here is Hex Ruin, Surveillance, Hex for the Hunt, Devour Hope. So what Hex Ruin does, so each time, this affects every single gen by the way, not at once obviously, but if you're working on a gen and you let go of it as survivor, the gen instantly starts to regress. At level 1 it's it automatically regresses repair progress by 100%, at level 2 150%, at level 3 200% of the normal regression speed. So what Surveillance does, so each time you kick a generator it's highlighted in white when it's still regressing. When the survivor taps it and it needs to be regressed again, like kicked again, it's highlighted in yellow, and it's highlighted in yellow for at level 1 8 seconds, at level 2 12 seconds, at level 3 16 seconds. Now the noise created by generator repairs are audible for additional 8 meters, and when a survivor is on the gen, obviously it's highlighted in red by the way. So what Throw the Hunt does, so basically what Throw the Hunt does, gain 10% more BP for actions in the Hunter category for each token. Survivor's cleansing speed is reduced at level 1 by 4%, sorry, level 2 5%, and level 3 6% for each token. Get a notification when someone starts work on a hex totem. So what Devour Hope does, so obviously this is a hex totem, so every time you hook a survivor, when you walk away from the hook at least 24 meters away, Devour Hope will light up when the survivor's on the hook, if the totem's still up obviously. So the first 2 tokens you get from hooking off obviously different survivors, get at level 1 3%, level 2 4%, level 3 5%, haste status effect for 10 seconds after hooking the survivor for the duration of 10 seconds. Now when you get 3 tokens after hooking 3 survivors and obviously walking away and getting the tokens every time they get unhooked, survivors suffer from the 1 hit exposed status effect. At 5 tokens it grants the ability to kill more survivors basically. So this all works as well, so you get the one shot and the Mori at the same time, which is kind of OP. So the add-ons, which is uncommon, mod increases the range of shock therapy, and the rare one considerably increases the range of the shock therapy. And for an offering, this is probably one of the doc's best map in my opinion. This is the pigs map jigsaw piece, and yeah, so basically this build is kind of more of like a totem protector kind of doc. So yeah, snap doc basically. So if you guys can drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. Do you think this build is shit? Do you think I'm chatting shit honestly? If you have any questions, feel free to answer in the comment section below. I don't have any gameplay unfortunately. Actually I do have gameplay, sorry. Yeah, check in the description. Tomorrow I have gameplay up, so check in the description of this video and I'll have it up definitely. And yeah, the next killer we're doing tomorrow, by the way guys, is Michael Myers. So if you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.